Good morning guys, and welcome to yet another Munro adventure. My knee's been playing up the last few trips out, so I've had a break for the last 3 to 4 weeks, and I'm going to test drive it today on this solitary Munro, which you can actually see right behind me there. And the first part of today's walk is going to be crossing Loch Quoich Dam. And today's walk is about 5 miles to the top of that point behind me and then 5 miles back, so a 10-mile round trip. The weather looks like it's going to hold up today, better than forecast, so I'm not going to talk about it anymore. But anyway, I better make a start on today's walk. Right, that's the dam crossed, and as you can see behind, there has been a major landslide a few years ago, and I'm pretty sure it took out part of the bridge and the road, and it looks like they've put in some new pylons too. But anyway, the next part of this walk, I think, is going to get boggy, so I hope it pays off putting the gaiters on. I think it will. So yeah, I better crack on with this walk. So I'm making pretty good progress now. As you can see, the top of the Munro is behind me there. It looks pretty atmospheric with a cloud around the top, but hopefully that'll clear by the time I get up there. But this route is basically a big right angle, and you can see where I'm going to turn up the shoulder behind me. So I'll just show you a map on the screen just now. Things are starting to look ever so slightly autumnal. Not surprised, it is the end of September now. So things are about to change, no doubt. I'm going to make the most of these conditions while they last. So it turns out the top of this fine mountain doesn't seem to want to clear just now, so I'm going to play things a little bit different before I do the final approach. I think I'm going to hang about here, have some lunch, and then hopefully by the time I've done that, things will look a bit better up there. It's actually quite strange because there's 2 Munros to my left hand side that are totally cloud free, and I'm pretty sure they're quite a bit higher than this Munro today, as this Munro is at about 918 metres, which makes it one of the lowest of all the Munros. But anyway, I'm going to have a bite to eat and then make the final approach, and hopefully by that time it's clear.
A Hebridean breeze, a Hebridean breeze blew from west to the Macabre now in peace. MacDonald was your name. MacDonald was your name. For Keelnucker was in your plan. Now you're sleeping with your clan.
So as you can see, the Munro behind just didn't want to clear at all. So I thought I better pack up and start making some progress. So as I mentioned, you can see the two Munros behind me. I've actually done them previously, Gairich and Spidia Mialich, and they're both cloud free, which is strange as this one just seems to be holding it. But anyway, I better make the final approach. I was expecting that, to be fair. The cloud level seems to be dropping. But there is Munro 158. This is Gairich and it's 919 metres. I think I actually made a mistake. I said it was 918 metres earlier. But like I said, this is one of the lower of the Munros. And it means the roaring, the same as Gairich on the other side from here. Now usually I'd say I'll cut to the views, but it doesn't look like there's anything to see here. And it doesn't look like it's going to clear. And when I was coming up the path there, the cloud level actually seems to be getting worse. So it's a shame because the views off of here are usually brilliant. Down to Glen Kingy on the left hand side, and Knoydart beyond this, and down to Kinlochorn. What a shame. It just means I'm going to have to come back another time to see the views on the top. So I will linger for a little bit up here and see if it clears. Maybe 20 minutes I'll give it. If not, then I'll drop back down and try and gain some views at least. So I may as well go for a little wander to the other side of the plateau up here. As you can see, there's the top there. Nothing to see in any direction at all. But do you know what? It doesn't bother me too much as the views on the way up were great. But I would have liked to be at the top, I'm not going to lie. But it doesn't matter to me really, as I'm just glad to be back out. As I said at the start, if you've been watching the videos, about 3 weeks I've been resting the knee and I was itching to get out. I got a little camping trip in the 3 weeks, but no Munros. And touch wood, the knee has actually been all right so far, but it's usually the descent that catches it out. So I'm hoping on the way down it's going to be fine. I've just taken my time getting up here. Okay, that's been 15-20 minutes now, and I think I'm going to have to admit defeat here. So I'm going to head back down to where there's a view and I'll give you my review. Hi guys, this is as good a view as I'm going to get, and I was right, the cloud level has actually dropped. So I'll show you now, back down to Loch Quoich, and back down. I think that's Glen Kingy there. A shame about the views. I did capture a view up Glen Kingy when it was a bit clearer, so I'll show you that just now. But I better give my review. My camera's just about to die actually. But I'll give this mountain, Gairich, probably a 7.5 out of 10. The views would have been great at the top, I know they would have been. So I can't give it a low rating just because of the conditions at the top. But it's been a great day anyway. I've enjoyed just being out. The mountains in this area give you a feeling of remoteness, especially this one, when it's actually pretty close to a road. There's just something about the wilderness out here that gives it that feeling of remoteness, and that's the sort of mountains I enjoy the most. But anyway, I'm getting wet, I think. It actually feels like the rain's about to start. So I think I'll cut the video here. So thanks for watching, and hopefully you'll join me for some more Munros, cloud-free Munros, in the next one. Well, that's me made the descent now, and I'm pleased to say that my knee doesn't have any pain, which is good. But would you believe that Gairich is now clear on top? Typical day on the Munros.